Hey Browns fans! Today, we have some crucial updates from Browns camp, including an injury report and an intriguing storyline for Week 11. You won't want to miss this. Be sure to hit like and subscribe to stay up to date with the latest news and insider updates on the Cleveland Browns. Okay, let's get right to it. The Browns have been plagued with injuries over the past 2 seasons, but for the first time in a long time, there's a glimmer of hope. After the bye week, Cleveland is the healthiest it's been all year, with only 5 players listed on Wednesday's injury report. That's the fewest it's been all season. This could be a huge turning point as the Browns prepare to face the New Orleans Saints this Sunday. Here's the breakdown. 4 offensive players made the list, including quarterback Dorian Thompson-Robinson, Finger, offensive guard Joel Bitonio, pectoral, and wide receiver Jerry Jeudy, knee. On defense, linebacker Jordan Hicks, elbow, triceps, was the only player listed. The good news? Bitonio, a crucial part of the Browns' offensive line, was limited in practice, suggesting he could see the field this weekend. It's been a brutal year for injuries, but right now, only 2 key starters remain on injured reserve: quarterback Deshaun Watson, out for the season with a torn Achilles tendon, and linebacker Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, who suffered a neck injury but could return later. Considering how tough the injury bug has been on this team, having only 2 key starters on IR is practically a blessing. Meanwhile, the Saints have their own issues, listing 9 players on their injury report Wednesday. This could be the window of opportunity the Browns need. But it's not just injuries, folks. The story leading into this game couldn't be juicier. With the Browns sitting at 2-7, their playoff hopes are slim, but they're not throwing in the towel just yet. That's where Jameis Winston comes in. Winston, filling in for Watson after his injury, has brought a level of energy and experience. And wouldn't you know it, his next game is against his old team, the New Orleans Saints. Winston's optimism is evident. Coming off his bye week, he talked about staying focused on what's right in front of them. One play at a time, he told 92.3 The Fan's Daryl Ruiter. We can't be victims of what's behind us. We can't put too much pressure on what's in front of us. We have to focus on one day, one play, and execute it perfectly. Head coach Kevin Stefanski confirmed that Winston will start against the Saints, marking his 3rd consecutive game as the Browns' quarterback. It sets up quite a narrative, a familiar face returning to New Orleans, but now donning orange and brown. During his 4-year stint with the Saints, Winston didn't just play football, he built connections. He played in 21 games, starting 10, but more than that, he won the hearts of fans in the Crescent City with his infectious energy and genuine love for New Orleans. Before he left, Winston even wrote an emotional farewell to the city, a reminder of how deep his ties run. But now, he returns as an opponent, and that sets up an intriguing matchup. There will likely be a warm welcome for Winston during the pregame, but make no mistake, come kickoff, Saints fans will be rooting for their former quarterback to falter. This game is crucial not only for Winston, but for the entire Browns organization. A win here could breathe life into a season that has been filled with disappointment and missed opportunities. It's also a chance for Winston to prove he's more than just a backup. For Browns fans, it's about pride, redemption, and a glimmer of hope. So what do you think, Browns Nation? Is this the week the tide finally turns? Can Winston lead the Browns to victory upon his return to New Orleans? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Changing the subject, imagine playing in an NFL game, knowing you're going straight to the hospital afterward. That was the reality for Browns linebacker Jordan Hicks during a Week 3 game against the Giants. Hicks was battling an infected elbow bursa, an injury that left him feverish every night leading up to the game. But instead of sitting out, he soldiered on, playing 86% of the defensive snaps, recording 8 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, and even hitting the quarterback. After the game? No celebration, no rest at home, just a straight trip to the hospital. I didn't go home. I didn't see my family. I didn't see my kids, Hicks shared, noting that he had to video chat with his children from his hospital bed. Hicks spent 2 nights there and returned to practice on Wednesday. His resilience didn't stop there. He started the following week's game against the Raiders, carrying the weight of his own expectations and the hopes of Browns fans. But to understand Hicks' mindset, You have to know what he's been through. This isn't the first time he's faced a life-changing challenge on the field. Last season, while playing for the Vikings against the Saints, he developed compartment syndrome after a tackle. Initially thinking it was just a shin injury, Hicks realized something was seriously wrong when he couldn't lift his foot during a play. Emergency surgery that night saved his leg and potentially his career. Reflecting on it, Hicks said, "There were times when you look back and think, I'm incredibly blessed to be alive, because my life could have been completely different." And who was there for him through it all? His wife, Ivana. Hicks credits her for keeping things going at home with their 3 children while he dealt with surgeries, infections, and the challenges of being a professional athlete. When asked about his strength, Hicks simply smiled, acknowledging how much she had endured alongside him. This season, Hicks faced more setbacks. The infection returned, this time affecting his triceps. Despite a quick recovery from the infection, the tightness in his triceps led to more pain and forced him to sit out important games. At one point, he had to choose, continue playing through the pain or let the injury heal so he could finish the season strong. The decision was made collaboratively. "Let's give you the time you need so you can come back and really play your position at a high level," Hicks explained. It wasn't an easy choice for a competitor like him, but he knew it was necessary. Mentally, stepping back was a challenge. In the NFL, where every snap matters, taking time off can feel like letting the team down. "You have to weather the storm in your own mind," Hicks said. He struggled with thoughts of what his coaches and teammates might think. But he also knew that if he didn't heal properly, he would be letting them down even more. During his time off, Hicks didn't zone out. He stayed engaged, mentoring younger players like Mohamed Diabate, Devin Bush, Winston Reed, and Nathaniel Watson. With fellow linebacker Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah sidelined with a neck injury, the team needed all the leadership Hicks could provide. "When you have talented young guys, that's what it is. It's a league of opportunity," he said. Relying on the next man up philosophy wasn't easy, but it was necessary. Now, at 32, Hicks is back in action. He returned to practice as a full participant on Wednesday, with an eye on Sunday's game against the Saints. After all he's been through, he knows the game can be taken away in an instant. That's why he gives it his all, even when it means playing through infections, fevers, and injuries that could sideline others. There's a lot of things that no one will ever know about this game and what the players go through, but me, I know what I deal with and I know what I have to do to get back on the field. All right, Browns fans, what do you think? Can Jordan Hicks' return provide the spark we need as we approach this crucial stage of the season? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Let's show some love to a player who's giving his all for the team. Let's go Browns!